Retiring broke in Sydney? Forget it. These Aussie towns let you live like a king on peanuts. Stay tuned. If you're approaching retirement and dreaming of sunny Australia, but worried about skyrocketing costs, I've got you covered. Today, we're diving deep into the best budget-friendly towns across Australia for retirees in 2026. We're talking places where your pension stretches further, housing won't bankrupt you, and the lifestyle? Pure gold. Why Australia for retirement? Stunning nature, top-notch healthcare via Medicare, a laid-back vibe, and no more brutal winters if you pick the right spot. But let's be real. Cities like Sydney or Melbourne, their median home prices are over $1 million. No thanks. We're focusing on towns where medians are under $700,000, cost of living is 15 to 35% lower than the U.S. average, and you've got beaches, hikes, or culture at your doorstep. For years, Australians have been told the same thing. If you didn't buy property decades ago, retirement will be hard. Sydney is expensive. Melbourne is expensive. Brisbane is catching up fast. And for many retirees, the dream quietly dies. But here's what most people don't realize. Australia is not one country financially. It's dozens of different realities. There are towns where housing is still affordable, medical care is accessible, life moves slower, community still exists, and your pension or super actually stretches. We're talking about real towns where people quietly retire, budget carefully, and live peacefully. But here's the question. Are these towns hidden gems or places you should think twice about? Let's begin. Hobart, Tasmania. All right, let's kick off with Hobart, the capital of Tasmania. Founded in 1804 as a penal colony, it's evolved into a vibrant, compact city nestled between the Derwent River and Kananyi, or Mount Wellington. With a population of about 56,000, 18.6% are over 65. It's retiree central. On the budget front, median home price in 2025 was just $468,000, and cost of living is 15.5% lower than the U.S. for one person, including rent. Expect utilities around $200 a month for a couple, groceries $400 to $500 thanks to fresh local produce, and dining out cheap, $20 for a hearty meal. Healthcare? Excellent. Royal Hobart Hospital is a major facility with specialists, plus private clinics. Medicare covers most basics. Pros? Walkable streets, tons of parks, art scene with Mona Museum, and that slower pace. Imagine sipping coffee at Salamanca Market, surrounded by street performers. Climates? Mild maritime climate. Summers hit 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, winters 5 to 12 degrees. Perfect if you hate extremes. Activities? Hike Mount Wellington for panoramic views, beach days at nearby 7 Mile Beach, or join retiree groups for yoga and book clubs. Cons? It can feel isolated from mainland action, and winters are rainy. Pack your gumboats. Surprising fact, a 2025 Monash study called Hobart Australia's healthiest city. Clean air and active lifestyle boost longevity. Port Auguste, SA. A town many Australians drive past but never consider. Why retirees choose it? Low housing prices, access to medical services, dry climate, arthritis-friendly, gateway town with infrastructure. Why some don't? Heat in summer, limited entertainment, isolation if you need city energy. Best for? Self-sufficient retirees, heat-tolerant lifestyles, quiet living. Adelaide, South Australia. Adelaide, founded in 1836 as a free settler colony, is SA's capital with 198,000 residents, 15.8% seniors. It's got that big city feel without the chaos. Costs? Homes at $592,000 median, living 15.8% under U.S. Utilities $220, groceries $450, but wine regions cheap tastings. Top healthcare. Royal Adelaide Hospital is state-of-the-art. Pros: leafy suburbs, sandy beaches, day trips to Barossa for wine. Mild Mediterranean climate, hot summers 30 degrees Celsius, cool winters 15 degrees Celsius. Activities: festivals like Adelaide Fringe, park picnics, retiree clubs for golf and arts. Cons: busier than rural spots. Traffic can irk. Surprise? It's called the 20-minute city. Everything's close. Toowoomba, Queensland. Toowoomba, founded 1840s, is QLD's garden city with 173,200 people, 19.4% retirees. Costs $486,000 median, 34.9% below U.S. living. Utilities $190, groceries $400. Excellent hospitals like Toowoomba Base. Pros: cool summers 25 degrees Celsius, crisp winters 10 degrees Celsius, no humidity hell. 250-plus parks, carnival of flowers. Activities: hiking, biking, cultural hubs. Cons: no beaches, trade from mountains. Surprise, it's on the Great Dividing Range, stunning views. Murray Bridge, SA. Just far enough from Adelaide. Close enough for medical needs. Pros: affordable homes, river lifestyle, strong local community, manageable population size. Cons: limited job opportunities, quiet social scene. Best for pension-based retirees, couples wanting stability, river lovers. Burnie, Tasmania. Tasmania's affordability secret. Pros: cooler climate, scenic coastline, lower house prices, slower pace of life. Cons: winter darkness, limited specialist healthcare, travel distance to mainland. Best for introverts, nature lovers, low-stress lifestyles. Whyalla, SA. Industrial past, quiet present. Pros: very affordable housing, coastal location, improving infrastructure. Cons: limited cultural options, fewer healthcare specialists. Best for budget-focused retirees, those comfortable with simple living. Bundaberg, outer areas, QLD. Not the tourist version, the real one. Pros: warm winters, farming-driven affordability, hospital access, relaxed pace. Cons: summer humidity, cyclone awareness, expanding prices near the coast. Best for warm weather retirees, gardeners, outdoor lifestyles. Lifestyle shock most retirees don't expect. Budget towns come with trade-offs: less shopping, less nightlife, less variety, but also less stress, less traffic, fewer bills, quieter days. The real danger? Moving somewhere cheap but hating how it feels. The isolation factor. The biggest risk of budget retirement towns: loneliness. Friends move away, family visits slow down, social circles shrink. Affordable towns require self-motivation, hobbies, routine, community involvement. Climate and aging. Heat affects sleep. Cold affects joints. Humidity affects energy. Budget towns are often extreme: hot, cold, remote. Your body changes, your tolerance changes. This matters more than people admit. Who these towns are not for. Budget retirement towns are not ideal if you need constant stimulation, if you rely on frequent specialist care, if you want active nightlife, if you dislike quiet routines. Affordable living comes with responsibility.